Hey y'all, it's your girl Kenzie Simone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, however, welcome of course. Y'all, I am officially, or either I'm just now about to be out of the newborn phase because my daughter will be 3 months in just like a week and a half, which is crazy. Like the way that they say that once you become a mother, the time speeds by, it speeds by. So I feel like I have had almost 3 months to use some products, and I feel like now is the best time to let y'all know what are the must-haves for the newborn phase. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video.
Oh my God, it's Kenzie. Kenzie. It's Kenzie Simone.
So the first one, literally like, listen, this you must have. If you do anything besides put the baby to the boob, you need to have this because you will have bottles. Even if you're just formula feeding, you're going to have bottles. If you're pumping, please, if you want to have sanity in your fourth trimester, aka your postpartum stage, listen, you need the Mom Cozy bottle washer. Y'all, it washes, it dries, and it sterilizes, okay? I run our Mom Cozy bottle washer probably like 6 times a day. Like it's constantly doing the work, whether it be pump parts, whether it be bottles, even whether it be pacifiers, y'all. Listen, I hear so many moms say that the reason that they lose their mind in the fourth trimester is because they're standing over their sink washing bottles all day and all night. So listen, it's like getting an extra pair of hands. Make sure the number one thing on your registry should be the Mom Cozy bottle washer. Which leads me to my next point of if you are a pumping mom, I personally am an exclusive pumping mom, which means my baby does get breast milk, but not from baby to the boob. She gets breast milk through a bottle that I have pumped. So, if you are a pumping mom by any sort of mean, make sure you have an extra set of pumps. Because listen, sometimes you pump and it's so much other stuff going on. Sometimes you don't have time for everything to be washed and sterilized before your next pump. So go ahead and do yourself a favor and get you an extra set of pump for whatever pump that you use. Which, of course, we got to talk about the pumps. So I personally recommend to have both a portable as well as a non-portable or a wall pump because the wall pump is really what's going to bring your milk in. It's going to bring your milk down. It's really going to have the most suction. So you definitely want to make sure that you have a wall pump, especially in those first few weeks of having your baby. I know it sucks to have to sit down somewhere and be stuck to a wall pumping, but trust me, it's going to do wonders for your milk supply. Once you have established your milk supply and life continues to go on, you're going to need to pump on the go. So, whether that be pumping in the car, whether that be pumping while you're doing chores around the house, you need something that's portable. So, personally, I have both a wall pump, actually, two portable pumps. Um, and so, yeah, so I personally use the Modella pump and style for my wall pump. And then I use the Spectra S2, I believe it is. It's the blue one. So it's the one that can be portable, but it's like bulky to have to carry that around. That's really just my nighttime pump. I leave that one upstairs in my bedroom. But my real portable one that I use is the Mom Cozy M5. I personally really like it. I know everyone's preferences and everyone's boobs are very different. But yeah, I personally really like the Mom Cozy M5, and that's the one that I literally use like on the go. Which again, on to the next thing. Everything is just flowing together. Wow. But on to the next thing is if you are pumping on the go, sometimes you don't have time to be able to wash your pump parts before you need to pump again. So I personally recommend these Dapple pump wipes. Now, obviously, it's not going to be as clean as getting it through the sanitizer with a bottle washer, but it is clean enough to be able to pump again for your baby if you are out on the go. So I personally recommend this. I use these specifically on my Mom Cozy M5 when I'm on the go, when I'm in the car, whatever. This is what I use to be able to sanitize and keep my pump parts clean, to be able to use them again for the next time. Which I'm just now realizing, like, I'm a mom cozy girly, okay? Like, we're mom cozy girly, okay? Because my next recommendation for your must haves for the newborn phase is the Mom Cozy Little Duo milk warmer and cooler. So, this bottle warmer or the milk warmer, you can use either to warm up the water if you use formula, or you can use it to warm up your breast milk. So, again, my baby exclusively does breast milk. So I'm able to warm it up to the perfect body temperature at 98 degrees. Never goes over, never goes under. Like, it's the perfect temperature for them. And also, it keeps the perfect amount of nutrients in the milk. So, highly recommend that, especially when you're on the go. That way, you're not. Before I got this, I was always having to be like, "Excuse me, can I have a cup of hot water? But I only need this much because I got to put the bottle in it." It's a whole thing. So this, it just makes it easy, especially if you're traveling and you need to make sure that your bottle's warm. That way, as soon as you get to your destination, your baby can eat because they start crying. Yeah, that's what this is for. And then onto the breast milk cooler. So again, breast milk, I pump. And when I'm out and about, I need somewhere to put my milk so that it stays cool and stays good enough for my baby to be able to drink later. So this cooler, it's so cool because it has like that stainless steel on the inside, and then it has these ice like things that you put into the freezer, and it literally fits perfectly the size of the cooler, and the bottles fit right down into it. It's great. It's great. And just like your Stanley cups, it keeps the ice cool for at least 24 hours. So you can literally have milk in here, leave it in the car, and it's still going to be cold when you go back out to get it. So definitely. And now we're going to start getting into the mom items that are needed. The first one being, again, if you are a pumping mom or breastfeeding mom by any means, you need to make sure that you have some nursing pads. Because, baby, sometimes before you can get your milk out, whether that be pumping or baby to boob, you're going to be leaking, especially overnight. So make sure that you get some nursing pads, whether they be the disposable ones. I personally use these, the Lancino disposable ones, or whether you get some that you have to wash all the time. I have those too. I don't use them as much because it's so much easier to just throw them away. And also, having so much milk, then it start to smell like the other clothes. Mm, you don't want to be the mom that smells like milk all the time. So personally, I like the disposable ones, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever suits your fancy. Which then leads me to my next thing, y'all. These everybody needs. Whether you have a C-section, whether you have your baby vaginally, you need the always secret underwear. Because listen, whether you have your baby vaginally or via C-section, your uterus is going to be contracting and it's going to be trying to get back down to size. As it does that, you are going to be bleeding. If you have not already watched my birth story vlog, then you know I had to end up having an emergency C-section. I had gotten all these postpartum things because I was very sure that I was going to be pushing her through my hoo-ha, but I wasn't able to. So like that Perry bottle, all that stuff that I got for the postpartum, I didn't even get to use it. But the things that I did get to use were those underwear because, baby, you need them. They're very easy. You just throw them on instead of putting on your regular cute underwear. Put these on, no messes. So get those, girl. No matter what you're doing, get those. All right, and now on to all of the baby items, I guess. So the first thing is, while your baby is a newborn, those cute little structure carriers, your baby's not going to fit in those. Okay, I had two of those before she was born, and she could not fit. So when your baby is so small, they can really only fit into like a wrap. So I personally got this wrap. I love it. My baby is a Velcro baby. She wants to be on me all the time. This wrap is the reason I was able to get anything done. Like, I put her in there and she just falls asleep. They just want to be close to you. They were just in you for, my baby at least was in me for 10 months and 5 days. So they want to be just close to you. And so this wrap makes it possible for you to still be able to move around and get things done and not be confined maybe to your sofa or to your bed when you're able to baby wear them. The next thing that is a must have is the Duna car seat. I know. It's controversial. But listen, when you are traveling and you just need to hurry up, especially if you're going out by yourself, you're not trying to go to the trunk and get a piece and be able to put the carrier into the. No, you need it all right there together. You got your groceries, you're trying to put them into the car seat, you're trying to. No, 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 okay? All right there together. You're traveling on a flight, all right there together. You don't have to bring a separate car seat, separate stroller piece. No, it's all right there together. So, y'all, I know, again, some people don't believe in it, some people do. My husband's 6 foot, it still works great for him. I personally highly, highly, highly recommend the Duna car seat. And depending on when your baby is born, my baby was born in May. She is a summer baby, like her mother. You need to have a stroller fan because, listen, you gotta, keeping your sanity is so important in this postpartum phase. That means get outside, okay? Get you some vitamin D, get you some fresh air. Your baby needs it too. But if it's summertime, if it's hot outside, your baby cannot yet regulate their body temperature. So you kind of got to help them, whether that be putting a muslin blanket on because they're cold, or rather that be that stroller fan because they're hot. You want to make sure that you have the stroller fan to help to regulate their temperature. And also, y'all, I don't know what it was going on this year in Georgia, but them mosquitoes were mosquitoing, okay? They were pulling my baby's onesie up and biting her on her stomach. And I said, oh no, we cannot have that, okay? My baby needs to be protected from these little busy mosquitoes. So a mosquito net, you can literally, this is the one I got, it's like $9 for a pack of two. Definitely get these. It can go over any sort of stroller, super duper easy to use. So yes, mosquito net. All right, y'all. Now for a changing pad. Listen, some people be like, oh, just change them anywhere. I actually still do change her anywhere because we have a portable changing pad that we use when we are downstairs. I recommend that as well. But what we have upstairs is a Kikaroo peanut changing pad. Now, I know, y'all know it's expensive, but this one's worth it. You can even find them on Facebook Marketplace and sanitize it. If y'all watch my Facebook Marketplace finds, you know that that's what I did. But y'all, it's so important to have something that's just easily, quickly wipeable because your baby's going to use the bathroom while you're changing their diaper. It's just inevitable. I don't know why they wait until then to use the bathroom, but they do. And you want to make sure that you're not having to not only wash their clothes, wash this, wash that, blah, blah, but you don't want to have to wash the changing pad as well because then while it's in the washing machine, you got to change them again. What you going to do? Ooh. Just go ahead and have a wipeable changing pad, okay? Just wipe that pee right on it. Okay, y'all, when your baby's first born, they don't know the difference between day and night. I don't know. I guess it's because they've been in that dark room for the last 10 months and 5 days. But once they come into the world, they're like, okay, it's so much brightness, there's lights, there's noise. Like, what is going on? I'm going to sleep a lot. And when I do wake up, I don't know what time it is. So you really want to help to regulate their, I think it's like called the circadian mood cycle, something. I don't really know, but their rhythm to help them to know when day versus when night is. And you're going to do that by keeping the nighttime lights very dim and in the daytime, keep them in the sun, right? Go outside. Go outside. Use that mosquito net and that stroller fan. But at night, again, you want to keep it very dim, very low light. And you can do this by doing those diaper changes with the night light. I love this one. It's super easy to just flip over, it turns the light on. You flip it back over, it turns the light off. So I personally have this one. Of course, again, I'm putting up all the stuff that I personally have and I personally use. So this nightlight is what I definitely recommend. All right, y'all. The next thing is somewhere to lay your baby down. Okay. Your baby is going to always want to be on you because they were just in you. Now they want to be on you. They want to be just as close to you as possible. But sometimes you just got to put them down. Okay. You have to. I know it's terrible. They even might cry a little bit, but they're going to gain some independence. They need to be put down sometimes, right? So you're going to need somewhere to put them, whether that be a bassinet, which shout out to my bestie for making me the most beautiful bassinet ever. wow, I love my Moses basket. Or whether that be a mom cozy swing like this one, or the baby Bajorn, I believe, bouncer like this one. My baby uses all three of them. I know all babies are different. You kind of have to do a trial and error to figure out what your baby likes versus doesn't like. Thankfully, my baby likes all of them, but you got to figure out what yours is going to like, what you're going to need somewhere to set them down. So get you one of these. One of these. All right, y'all. Then I always heard people saying, you can never have too many of these. They're right. It's true. You cannot have too many Muslim burp cloths. Y'all, I know the cute ones, all have all these designs and those things do not work like the Muslim burp cloths. Okay, the Muslim burp cloths is gonna absorb whatever your baby is spitting up. Now you might not have a spit uppy baby. I do. We use the Muslim burp cloths like clockwork. I cannot have enough of them, but I at least recommend that you have at least one pack. That way you're just prepared for when your baby comes. And y'all, the last thing on this list of the newborn must-haves is onesies that have two-way zippers. Because listen, I know the outfits are so cute. You want to dress them all up and ooh. You're not going to be doing that in the first 2 months, okay? That baby's going to be in sleepers. Because number one, they're just going to be sleeping. Number two, even when you go out of the house, they can still just be in a sleeper. And it just makes it so easy. The ones that have those two-way zippers, don't get buttons. Save your sanity, okay? I'm trying to help you out. But the two-way zippers, it makes it very easy so you don't have to get them all the way completely undressed when you're doing the diaper change. You just unzip the bottom, take their legs out, change the diaper, put the legs back, zip it back up. And get the bamboo, because the bamboo, the material is very breathable. So if you have a winter baby, you probably have the heat on in the home. It's going to be breathable. If you have a summer baby, it's going to keep them still kind of perfectly temperatured, because you're probably going to have the air on. You don't want them to be too cold, but outside it's too hot. So yeah, the bamboo just helps with their body temperature, because again, remember y'all, they can't regulate it. And those also stretch a little more, so they're going to be able to be used for a little longer versus the cotton ones. So y'all, those are all of my must-have items for the newborn phase. I really hope that this video was beneficial. I watched a ton of these before I had my baby, because I was like, what the heck do I put on my registry? After having my baby for almost 3 months earthside, these are the things that you 110% want to make sure that you have on your registry, want to make sure that you get before your baby is here. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. And go ahead and turn on my post notification bell as well. That way you're notified every single time that I post a video. And subscribe to my channel, please. Go ahead and press that subscribe button. Y'all, we are so close to our next goal, and you want to make sure that you are a part of the Kenzie Simone gang as we continue to grow. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time on It's Kenzie Simone. Bye!